What's up? Yeah! Woo! Start the show. What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. Coffee first. Nice. In my Fears Vlogs mug, made by the great and legendary Low Divisions. That's some damn good coffee. What's up, you guys? Well, here we are again. Welcome back to another Fears podcast. If you guys noticed on today's thumbnail, we're so close. We're so close to Memorial Day, so I got the Memorial Day thumbnails a-rockin'. All right. Well, before we get into anything, let's do the weather, shall we? Let's do the weather. Fears man, weatherman. Here we go. So in Orlando, Florida, it's 84 degrees with a high of 92 and a low of 77. In Los Angeles, California, it's 73 degrees with a high of 78 and a low of 58. In Wentzville, Missouri, it's 64 degrees with a high of 69 and a low of 50. In St. Louis, Missouri, it's 65 with a high of 70 and a low of 52. In New York City, it is 51 degrees with a high of 52 and a low of 49. In my town, it's 83 degrees with a high of 90 and a low of 75. In London, England, it's 49 degrees. 49 degrees with a high of 66 and a low of 46. And in O'Fallon, Missouri, where Fears Man's from, well, most of my life. I grew up in St. Louis, too, but most of my life was St. Louis, O'Fallon, and Wentzville, and that fucking idiot troll, you son of a fucking bitch, and I forgot to turn off my phone, and here he is. God, this fucking idiot will never stop. Ugh. I'm turning off my phone now. There we are. I'm turning off my phone. Alright, sorry about that. Where did I leave off? I grew up mostly in St. Louis, O'Fallon, Missouri, and Wentzville. So, in O'Fallon, it's 64 degrees with a high of 69 and a low of 52. So there we are. So not too bad, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I apologize for my language. It just gets really old, really quick, with that idiot calling me every single day. I don't even know who the motherfucker is. It's just, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. And I was doing so well on turning off my phone and I forgot. So, I apologize. Alright. Well, now the phone's off. So anyway, work was good. Work was good last night. We had like 39,000, so there was a little bit of a rush towards the end of the night, but not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I don't know if Lantern's going live tonight, so I called him around, I think, 12 o'clock today, and he says, unless he can find someone to host for him. I told him, I said, I would host for him, but I don't have any stream time left on StreamYard, so if anyone's willing to, but Lantern's like, I don't think I'm going to stream, and I was like, all right, Lantern. I said, well, I said, you let me know if you change your mind. So, he may stream tonight. He may not stream tonight. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I know that Lantern uploaded a video 5 hours ago. It's called TikTok Video Edition of 2025. I don't know what that is. I haven't watched it yet. I have not watched it. So, I'll watch it a little later after dinner tonight, because I haven't had dinner tonight. That's why I'm a snacking. But Lantern will surprise us. He may stream tonight, but from the conversation I had with him, I don't know if he is. I don't think he is, but anyway. Anyway, today's topics are, I finally finished season 4 of Little House. I tell you what, guys, I've been on a binge. I've been on a Little House on the Prairie binge. So we're going to review season 4, and then we're going to do the top 10 episodes of season 4, my favorite. Then my Missouri trip is coming up. You know, I had to put the old Hawaii trip on hold because my brother had a son, and I want to meet my new little nephew. He is the most adorable thing ever. My mom sent some new pictures of him in my phone, of him in his Ghostbuster stuff. So at the end of the show, I will show you guys those pictures of my little nephew. He's like 2 months old, so he's brand new to the family. And my brother and his wife finally put him in the Ghostbuster stuff that I bought him. He is adorable. I cannot wait to meet him. So that's why I had to put the Hawaiian trip on hold. And I'm going to go visit my family in Missouri, either in Illinois, in August or October. I haven't decided. It's going to be one of those two. So either August or October. And then some of my aunts and my nephew, I'm sorry, not nephews, I'm tripping. Some of my aunts and my uncles and my cousins are coming to visit in July here. So yeah. Sorry, I'm a little tired. So we're gonna go over my Missouri plans, and then I thought we could end the show with some more deep questions. It seems like the fans like it when I answer those deep questions. So yeah. All right, let's open up the chat here. There we are. Sorry, I'm a little tired. There we are. Vision says R.I.P. Fears. I'm not dead. I'm here, Visions. I'm alive. What's the temperature in Marshall, Texas? That's a good question, Jucifer. Let's find out. Good old Google. What is the temperature in Marshall, Texas right now? It's 84 degrees. So it's 7 p.m. right now, because it's 7:53. It's 84 degrees. And then at 10 o'clock, it's going to be 89 degrees. And then at 4 a.m., Jucifer, it's supposed to rain a lot in Marshall, Texas. And then it's supposed to rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week in Marshall, Texas, if anyone wanted to know, because Jucifer asked. So there we are. So a lot of rain. A lot of rain. Because when you asked that, I was like, I don't know, but let's find out. So there we are. Vision says, did you like The Warriors? I did, Visions. Now listen, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm about halfway. So far, pretty good. Visions and me made a deal. He said, Fears, if you can watch the rest of it all the way through without falling asleep, because I've been working so much, I just fall asleep. It's not the movie, Visions. I like the movie. They've just been working me to the bone. Those overnights are killing me. That's why I'm trying to find a better job. But I'm about halfway through. I've just been on this Little House on the Prairie kick. But I'm about halfway through. I'm enjoying it. I really have been enjoying it. But I'm not going to review it yet because I'm not done. So hopefully I'll be done by tonight or tomorrow with this. But yeah. But you got to watch at least one more episode of Airwolf, Visions. And why did you think I died? Oh, probably because I didn't go in the Discord last night. That's probably why. I went in it. I went in for like 5 minutes last night, and then I dipped out. So yeah. But I guess was everybody in the Discord thinking I was dead? Well, now I need to go in there and check it out. So yeah. Vision says, yeah, I watched episode 2 of Airwolf last night. And what'd you think? What'd you think, buddy? I will be honest, some episodes in season 1 are very long and very boring. But then after a couple episodes, that's when it starts rocking. That's when it starts going nuts. That's when it starts going ballistic. And they're like blowing shit up. Firepower everywhere, all over the fucking, Airwolf craft. It's awesome. So it may start off a little boring because even the pilot I think is way too long. In the pilot, there's a lot of action sequences, but some of it is boring. So you have to get past like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then it really starts rocking. So yeah, but anyway, what'd you think, Visions? What'd you think of episode 2? You let me know. Well, now I have to go into the Discord and find out why everybody thinks I'm dead again. Seems like I die every couple of days. That's quite funny. So hang on, let me sign in real quick and find out why everyone thinks I'm dead. Again. I wouldn't say I've been dead. I've been busy. I definitely have been busy. Heroes and villains. Collectibles. Like me and LC haven't hung out in a while. We hung out like a month ago. Or, well, no, almost a month. Almost a month. It was a couple of weeks ago, but he's busier than me. He's got a family and kids and stuff. But I've been working like crazy. I really have. All right, let me sign in here. Apparently I'm dead again. Ah! I'm dead. I died. Well, let me sign in and look. See what all the new hoopla is in the Discord. Why am I dead? Why am I dead? Oh, Lord. All right, let me read some of this. I'll be right back with you guys. I just want to find out what Visions is talking about. So hang on. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So Visions wrote, Visions, I hope you don't mind me. He says, well, I watched episode 2 last night. It's too silly to continue. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Listen, you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it. I'll be honest, Visions. Again, the first couple of episodes, they're either silly and boring or silly, boring, and long. Once you get past once you get to like the 4th or 5th episode, then it's action-packed, man. But I understand and I respect your opinion, buddy, because we're friends. Not everyone's going to like what I like. You know? Fair enough. It is silly. It's kind of cheesy. You know, Knight Rider is cheesy. But I still love it. So, yeah. No, I understand. I get it. I get it, and I respect your opinion, my friend. That's why I love being friends with all different types of people, because everyone's got their own thing that they love. You know, it would be really boring if life would be boring if everybody liked all the same thing and had all the same opinion. I'd be like, well, what is there to live for? Nobody's got their own opinion. That would suck. That would really suck. So I understand. Let's see. Mars wrote me. Let's see what he's got to say. Fears, is everything all right? People were saying that you got hurt or something tragic in the Discord. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm alive. I'm going to write Mars back. Nope. They are trolling. Oh, well, teasing. Teasing. And I am fine, buddy. There you are. So why do they think I died again? Let me have a little look-see here. Let me have a look. Oh, wow. That's a funny meme, Visions. Wow. So apparently, I'm Laura Ingalls, and Lantern is Mary off of Little House on the Prairie. You know what? That's funny. I gotta keep that one. I gotta keep that one. I'm going to keep that one, and I'm going to put it with all my other memes on my Facebook. Because I only keep the memes that are appropriate. Some memes that have been made about me have had me in Nazi suits and penises connected to my face and a whole bunch of other bullshit that I can't put on my Facebook. But this one is harmless. This one's funny, Visions. I'll be honest. This is not one of my favorites. My favorite is me as Captain Kirk and Randall as Spock. I think that's your best work, but this is pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny. It's weird to see me in a dress, and it's even more weird to see Lantern in a dress. But I'm going to keep this one. Fucking hilarious. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, y'all. This gave me a little giggle. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Wow. That was funny, buddy. I liked it. Again, it's not your best work, if I'm being honest. Your best work is Indiana Fears holding on to the amulet of Pinhead, and then Captain James T. Fears. Hey, Kirk, get the hell out of there. Fears is coming in. I'm sitting on that throne. Little House on the Prairie Fears and Little House on the Prairie Lantern. Oh my God. I don't know if Lantern's seen this. I may have to call him and ask him. Oh shit. Oh wow. Wow. That was funny. Oh shit. That made my day, Visions. That made my day. Oh Lord. Alright, let's go to the general chat and see why everyone thinks I'm dead. I don't know why they think I'm dead. Every couple of days they think I'm dead. Maybe because I did my live stream so late last night because I had a nap because I was tired from work, and then I binge watched the episodes. So let's find out. I'm reading right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Banjo says, Airwolf, how about air guitar? Shred a solo. I like air guitar, but I like Airwolf more. Don't get me wrong. I like Bill and Ted. And I will do an air guitar right now. Love it. I love air guitar. But I like Airwolf more. Let's see. Mars says, is Fears still alive? And then Vision says, Fears passed away trying to stay awake and watch the 1979 classic, The Warriors. Oh, shit. It's pretty funny. Listen, I can't help it if I'm tired from work. I have fallen asleep a couple of times. I just haven't finished it yet. But I like it so far. Since I've the stuff I've watched, Visions has been really good. For the fourth time, early this morning on May 22nd, 2025. Wow, y'all. Well, I need to write in here and say I'm okay. I'm okay. Just tired. But I am alive. There we are. Let's see, what else is going on in here? The dude says, damn! And then Liz says, thankfully, Reverend Alden was there to comfort him in his final moments. I don't know what actor that was, but that guy played a really good Reverend. Like, he's one of the best characters off of Little House on the Prairie. So he's a great actor. Well, thank you, Liz. Liz put a prayer candle, and it says, in loving memory. Well, thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. I don't know why, but Lantern's flicking everybody off. Usually it's me flicking everybody off. But Lantern is flicking off everybody. So I wrote, I'm okay, just tired, but I am alive. Mars says, wow. And then Liz says, where's Vision's middle finger? He said Fears was dead this time. Oh, and then Lantern just gave Liz a middle finger. Oh, I'm sorry, Mars. Mars. Lantern's pissed off at something. I don't know what the hell's going on. A lot of middle fingers. Well, thanks, Lantern, for sharing the live. I better call Lantern and make sure everything's all right. But I'm alive. I'm alive. That was funny. Yo! Yo! Hey, Lantern, guess what?
What?
I'm alive.
Yeah?
I don't know why everybody thought I was dead, but I thought that was I thought that was a funny prank that Visions did. Hey, Lantern, did you see the little house on the prairie meme that Visions made of us?
Uh-huh.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Did you think it was funny?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so you streaming tonight?
I'm still banned still.
You're still banned? Damn.
Yeah.
All right, so no stream, I guess.
Nope.
Damn. All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll try to go longer tonight, since we can't have a classic Lantern stream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was. I wanted to get your opinions on the Little House on the Prairie thing. So you thought it was funny?
Yep.
I thought it was funny, but no, Lantern. The thing is I keep falling asleep, and I keep falling asleep because I'm so fucking tired from work. I cannot wait to go on vacation. A week off to go visit my family, to visit my new nephew. He's like 2 months old. That'll be his very first vlog, you know, because I'm gonna get little Shelton in the vlog. That'll be his first vlog ever. It's just the hours I work are insane. I cannot wait to quit that job and get a better job. I've been looking for a better job because the hours are fucking killing me. Mm-hmm. I would love to have a nice job at the airport, you know, or like on an airplane, get that free travel, because then I could travel free, man, and vlog a whole bunch of crazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I envy Adam the Woo, man. It must be nice to just fly around everywhere, get a shitload of footage. It must be nice. It must be nice. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so what have you been doing today, buddy?
No, man, I've been chilling and stuff.
You been napping?
Yeah.
I know it. You been farting?
Yeah.
Lantern, did you have to change your underwear at least once today?
I change them every day.
Do you? I knew it.
Yep.
I hear it. It's a problem. You shit your ass off, then you got to change your underwear. I get it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you thought that Little House thing was pretty funny. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, Lantern, cheer up. Hopefully you get your channel back next week, buddy.
Yep.
I'm telling you, they're getting pissed off though, Lantern. Stop making 1,000 accounts, and then you will never be banned. I've never been banned on StreamYards. Never. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, buddy, I know you're gonna do whatever you want, so you take it or leave it. Yeah. But I guess I'll see you on a show next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Lantern.
Huh?
Damn.
Ew.
Pew. Ha 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 ha! Lantern, you're hilarious. All right, I'll see you later, buddy. Peace.
Hey, peace, Shunk.
Shunk. But I'm alive. There it is. Well, Visions, that was pretty funny. That was pretty damn funny, buddy. Little House on the Prairie, and I died from watching this. And I'm telling you, Visions, it has nothing to do with this movie. I don't think this movie is boring. I actually like it. I'm halfway through it, and it's pretty good so far. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I'm halfway through it. Probably when I get done, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10 because it's really damn good. So, yeah. I'm going to try to finish it tonight. I've just been working a lot of crazy hours. So, yeah. Let's see. Juper says, oh, thank goodness you're okay. I am. I'm alive. Bo Shaman says, are you there, Mr. Lantern? Oh, shit, I forgot to tell Lantern that I was live. Hang on. Let me call him back because he's not here yet. I feel bad for Lantern because he keeps getting suspended and shit, and then not everybody every time can, host. I would host, but I'm out of stream time. I have to wait like 6 or 7 days, and then I get some more stream time. But Lantern's got to learn Quit making fake accounts. I'm telling you, that's his problem. But he'll never listen, so I'm like, all right, Lantern, whatever, do your thing. Hey, Lantern. Lantern, I forgot to tell you. I'm live right now.
Okay.
So come and hang out in the chat.
Okay.
And then share the link.
Okay, I will.
Share the link in the Discord.
Okay.
All right, Shunk.
A chunk.
There it is. Oh, Lord. That fucking guy. Yeah, what's up, Russ? He says, is this recorded? R.I.P. Fierce. No, I'm alive. Like a candle in the wind. No, I'm alive. I'm just tired. I'm just very tired, Russ. Look at these bags. Look at these bags under my eyes. I like the work. I like the money. But, man, the hours are killing me. The hours are killing me. Anyway. Let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Visions, I'm going to give that Little House on the Prairie meme. It's not your best work, but let me look at it. I don't know what Cozy TV is. I have no idea. It's like in the right-hand corner, Cozy TV. But I'm going to give this, I don't even know what season this is from. I want to say it's from season 4 or season 5 because it looks like Laura Ingalls is a little bit older. But I understand why you made me Laura because Lantern is a lot taller than me. Anyone is taller than me. I'm only 5'6". So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I thought it's pretty funny, you know. So Lantern is Mary Ingalls, and then I am Laura Ingalls. But Laura is one of the most popular people on the show, so I appreciate you making me Laura Ingalls. It just looks really weird with Fears having these little, like, ponytails and shit. I thought it was funny. It's just, whenever I post it on my Facebook, all my friends and family are going to be like, what's this? Because a few times I've posted the memes, and they either go, yeah, this is pretty funny, Fears. And sometimes they think I make them, and I go, no. I'm like, I've made these, but I haven't made these. And then they're like, well, who makes them? I'm like, my fans. I said, all my fans on YouTube, all my buddies on YouTube, I said they make them. And then they're like, oh, okay. So either it goes like that, or they're so damn confused, my friends and my family. They're like, what's this? So it's either one or the two, Visions. It's either, what the hell is this? Or, hey, Fears, this is pretty damn funny. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It is pretty funny. So, yeah, it can go either way. I thought it was fucking hilarious. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. But Visions, your two best ever. I don't know if you'll ever be able to top Commander James T. Fears. That meme is fucking legendary. And then Indiana Fears and the Legend of the Lost Pinhead Medallion. Genius. Those two are my favorite. Those are my two favorite memes of all time. My third one would have to be, even though me and Yakov don't get along, and good riddance to bad rubbish, he did do a good job on the Little Doctor Fears, where the Doctor, the hologram of the Doctor in one episode of Star Trek Voyager, he keeps shrinking because his hollow emitter is like broken, and he keeps calling the captain, and he's like, when the hell are you going to come to sick bay and fix me? And they're like, we're a little busy, Doctor. We'll get to it. So Yakov making me a holographic projection of the Doctor like that tall, I thought that was pretty funny. So that's probably my third one. So even though I don't like Yakov, that was a good meme. It was a good meme. I enjoyed it. Vision says, wow. Well, you got to admit, Visions, I like it, but it's not your best work. Your best work is Star Trek. That's your best work. I don't know if you can top that, though. I'm being honest. Plus, it's been a very long time since you've done a meme of me. I appreciate it. I saved it. It's on my desktop. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna make it my until I get done with Little House. It's gonna be my my wallpaper on my laptop. So I appreciate it, buddy. I'm gonna make it my wallpaper right now. Give me a second. And then I'm going to upload it on my Facebook. So I do appreciate it. Just, I love Star Trek better. So hang on, let me go to my system preferences on my YouTube, and I'm going to put it as my wallpaper right now, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate the meme. I like it. I just like the Star Trek one better. So wallpaper, and then let me scroll down here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Bam! All right, so now Lantern and Fears is the wallpaper, and it looks hilarious blown up on my desktop. I'm all like, that's hilarious. It is funny. It is pretty funny. It's just I like the Star Trek one more. The reason why I have it framed in my room is because you did a great job. And that's probably the best meme I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that because we're friends. Because you know how the trolls are like, oh, you're just saying that because you guys are buddies. And I'm like, no, I'm saying it because it's good. He took a lot of time on that one. It's good. Because you guys know me. If it's crap, I'll tell you guys. If it's crap, I'll be like, no, I didn't really like that one. Hey, I really like this one. If it's crap, you guys know, I'll say it's crap. So, yeah. What's up, Bukaki? He says, Little House on the Prairie face tattoo. When is that taking place? That's never taking place, buddy. Listen, I like it. If I ever get a tattoo, I've already got 3 ready, Bukaki. If I ever get a tattoo, either on my shoulder or on my back, I want to get my dad's name and then my grandfather's name. My dad's name is John William Fears. We're all John Fears. We just have a different middle name. So it'll be John William Fears on my back. And then my grandfather, Grandpa Fears, his name was John David Fears. And then I'm John, and then my middle name. I'm not going to say my middle name. And then Fears. So, yeah. So that would be tattoo number 1. Have my dad and my grandfather on my back. And then maybe on my shoulder, one day, Bukaki, I would love to have the Ghostbuster symbol. You know, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, the Ghostbuster symbol. So that would be tattoo number 2 if I ever get one. And then I would love to get either Jason Voorhees, like just the hockey mask of Jason Voorhees, maybe on my other shoulder, or the Michael Myers mask. So, or both. Like maybe have Michael Myers here, and then right below the Ghostbuster symbol, right here have the Jason. So those 4 would be the tattoos. Those would be like the first 4 tattoos I would get. My dad and my grandfather's name, Ghostbusters, the hockey mask from Part 3 of Friday the 13th, and then the Michael Myers mask. Or Visions, I would get the potato sack. One of those. The potato sack with like the big ass rope around his neck with the one fucking eye hole. It's so fucking weird to have one eye hole. You know? Like, I get it. Like, he's deformed in Part 2. He's deformed in all of them Visions, but wouldn't it make more sense to have 2 eye holes cut out so you could see where the hell you were going? Why one eye hole? I guess it makes it scarier with one eye hole. And it does. He looks fucking weird in that potato sack before he gets the hockey mask in Part 3. But if I was a killer, I would cut 2 eye holes out. You know, that's just me, though. So, yeah. Let's see. Russ says, I would probably get It's Happy-Go-Lucky time, y'all. Mr. Lantern's face huge on your back. No. Listen, I like Mr. Lantern, but I would have to have my dad and my grandfather tattooed on my back first. First, you know. Wow, that's gross. Russ said he would probably get a glory hole tattooed. Damn. That's nuts. I'm sorry, Russ. I gotta time you out on that one, man. That's just gross. That's fucking nasty. Oh my God. Lord. That's nasty. I did not block him. I don't want to be talking about glory holes. That's gross. Why the hell would you want to get a glory hole tattooed on your back? It's fucking weird. That's a little weird. That's definitely weird. Yo, what's up, Lantern? He says, well, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. Well, howdy, Russ. What's up, Lantern? All right. Let's get to the first topic, shall we? Oh, shit. Where'd I put my pen? Where's my pen? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Ew! Oh my God, Visions. Visions, I know you're joking around. Vision says, well, hey, Russ, see you at that truck stop. Ew. Ew. That's just gross. That's just gross. Yo, what's up, Liz? Hey, Liz, I appreciate the prayer candle. I saw it in the Discord. But hey, Liz, guess what? I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Landon says it's Jucifer. After... Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, shit. I didn't expect you to say that, Visions, but that's pretty damn funny. After Richie Wright shift. Oh, shit. Oh, hang on. I need a drink. That's fucking hilarious. I don't mean to be mean to Richie, but Visions does not like Richie anymore due to all his thousands of rules. But Richie, don't get mad at me. That was pretty damn funny. It's gross, but it's funny. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. That made my day. Ew. The thought, the image in my mind now, Visions. It's fucking hilarious, but it's fucking gross. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh, look how red I am. Oh, shit. I didn't expect that. That was funny. Vision says, oh, howdy, Lantern. Howdy, Seamus. What up, Seamus? Is Seamus here? Well, of course he is, Lantern. And I guarantee you, as soon as you see Seamus, you're going to be asking about that hair. Elizabeth says, hey, guess what? You can't keep fears down. This is true. This is very true. This is very true. I'm alive and kicking, and I'm almost done with the next vlog. The next vlog is huge. It's at least 22 minutes, at least. At least. And I'm not even done editing it yet. It's another Missouri trip. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm behind on, I think I've got about 6 or 7 vlogs left, and then I'll be caught up. So I'm getting there. I'm almost done. I'm almost caught up. So then we can have new adventures, my friends. That's right. Mr. Lantern says, well, howdy, Bukaki. What's up, Bukaki? And then Liz says, well, howdy, Lantern. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, time for topic number 1, my friends. Well, what a way to start a stream. Visions is making me fucking losing it. You guys are making me fucking lose it. I died. I came back to life, so I guess I'm a zombie reincarnated. I missed a lot of shit in the Discord last night. Apparently. I was only in there for 5 minutes. Left. And I forgot to take a photo of this. If you guys didn't see it last night, Fears finished his new creation, War Machine. Check that bad boy out. Oh, yeah. Looks pretty badass. So I'm going to take a photo of him, and then tonight I'm going to put him... Well, actually, no. I'm going to leave him on here for a couple of days. In about 3 or 4 days, I'm going to put him right next to Batman. Awesome. Awesome. I got to be real careful. I don't want that thing breaking on me. There we go. Elizabeth says, sweet. Yeah, so I haven't posted a picture yet, Elizabeth, but I will. I'll probably post it tonight, right after I'm going to do this, take a shower, get something to eat, and then try to finish the vlog tonight, because apparently there's no Mr. Lantern show, so, and then try to finish the vlog and try to finish this, and I hope to God I don't fall asleep again. So yeah, I tell you what, they've been running Fierce ragged at work. Hey Fierce, can you come in early? As long as you pay me the money that you owe me, yeah, which they usually do, but I like coming in at 4 because then I can take a nap. But I'm like, if you guys need me, I'll come in at 2 or 3 or 1 or whatever. The earliest I've ever had to come in is 12:30, and that was around Christmas time, like 2 or 3 years ago. He's like, Fierce, we got over 150,000 boxes, and I was like, I'm like, you're fucking with me, right? And he goes, no, Fierce, I wish I was. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, when do you want me to come in? I'm like, 2, 3. He goes, oh no. He's like 12 o'clock, maybe 12:30. And I'm like, well, which one? 12 or 12:30? Fierce, come in 12:30. All right, I can do that. I can definitely do that. So yeah. Elizabeth says, did you finish the Warriors yet? Not yet. I'm about halfway. Halfway. And Liz, I was telling Visions this. Excuse me. It has nothing to do with the movie. The movie is phenomenal. So far, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I'm halfway through it. When it gets done, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10 because even though it's super old, it's like 1979, so they made this. Oh, wait, is it 78 or 79? '79. So they made this 1 year after Halloween, my favorite horror film. So, Liz, it has nothing to do with this. The movie's fucking great. Fears is just fucking tired. I cannot wait to go on vacation. I cannot fucking wait to go on vacation. So, yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Bukaki says the Warriors was intended to be watched in 10. That's not true. That's not true, Bukaki. That is not true. I'm going to finish it. I am. Fear's just fucking tired from work. I'm telling you, these night shifts are killing me. Look at these bags under my eyes. That's not good. And Fears is getting old. Do you guys remember? Liz, do you remember the vlog that I just posted a few weeks back? The Halloween one where I was crawling on the fucking bales of hay? I shit you not. I even say it in the vlog. Going up was fine. Getting off that fucking hay bale, I jumped from the second to the last hay bale from the ground. I jumped down and I hear a bone crack here, a bone crack in my neck, and then a bone cracked in my knee. And I even say it in the vlog. I'm like, I heard a big crunch, and it was loud. I don't know if anyone else heard it. I heard it, and it was a big crunch, and I was like, I'm getting old, man. I'm like, that's not good. That's not good at all. And then I had to, my knee was, I was like rubbing my knee, making sure it was okay. And I was like, well, I didn't break anything. Everything's cool. It was just the loudest fucking crunch I had ever heard my knee pop ever. It was like, I was like, damn. So yeah, it was loud. I hate getting old. I hate it. And then I looked it up. I had a little skin tag the other day on my neck. I went to sleep. There was no skin tag. Apparently, when you get older people get skin tags, and it was a big one on this side of my neck, right around here. And I'm about to get a shower, and I look in the mirror. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And that was the first time I had a big skin tag. So I went, all right, Fierce, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And I ripped that fucker off. Blood's coming out, Liz. I had to grab, I'm all like that, grabbing it. And before I got in the shower, thank God it stopped bleeding. I was like this. I had to hold a piece of toilet paper like this for at least 20 minutes. Because the blood was flying out. It was insane. So that was the first time I had a skin tag. And I was like, damn. And I don't even know why you get skin tags. I woke up, it was this little ball of skin, like somewhere in here. I think it was like right around there. And I was like, all right, Fears, just get it over with. Just take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. And I ripped that sucker off. And then blood got on my shirt. Blood was all here. I was like, oh shit. I had to hold a piece of paper like that. I quickly grabbed a piece of toilet paper and I was like, this is fucking nuts. It's pretty insane. Pretty insane. So I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. I may be old, but I'm cool. I'm an old motherfucker, but a cool motherfucker. There you are. Let's see here. Bukaki gives me a thumbs up. They should have had a trampoline to hop down. I mean, it would have been nice. It would have been nice, Liz, but I was just worried about my knee. I mean, my knees popped before, like whenever I was young, but nothing that loud. I jumped like it was that fucking hay bale. You guys have seen it in the vlog. I even said it in the vlog. I was on the tip top, like way up here. So I just climbed down to here, and then I climbed down to here. And then when I got to here, I thought, oh, that's not too much of a drop from here to there. So I hopped off this, and I was like, immediately I heard a crunch, and I was like, oh shit. And it hurt. It hurt. It did. Anyway. Vision says, hell yeah. Did you save the tag? No. No, it was in the piece of toilet paper, and I threw it down. Bukaki. I flushed it down the toilet. Thank goodness you were already planning to take a shower. Yeah, so, but Liz, here's the thing. I waited till over here. I waited till it stopped bleeding, wiped off the blood, took off my shirt, because there was some blood on this side of the shirt, threw it in the laundry to wash it, and then whenever it stopped bleeding, then I jumped in the shower. And I was like, damn. And I'll be honest, it didn't even really hurt ripping it off. I just didn't want it wasn't a massive skin tag. I'd say it was probably like about that big. Just like right there, I just ripped it off. So yeah, it all worked out. Oh, I'm sorry. Bukaki says, I gave that thumbs up to Liz, but here's one too. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's see. Elizabeth says, thanks, Bukaki. Hey, no worries. No worries. All right. Let's get to topic number 1. Let's do the review, shall we? Season 4. Season 4 of... I don't even remember... See, Fears is getting old. I don't even remember how the fuck we got on skin tags. Oh, because of my knee crunching. That's right. I was like, how the fuck did we get on that? Anyway. Little House on the Prairie. A lot happened in season 4. A lot. Some good, some bad, some crazy, some hilarious. Mary went blind. So yeah. Mary went blind. She started teaching at a blind school. So Mary starts teaching. Mary got married. Well, actually, she almost got married, and then she did get married. I forgot to tell you guys, in season 3, she almost got married by, I guess he was a guest star, and then he went from a guest star, and he was in about 5 or 6 episodes in season 3. The same kid that was the young Kane out of Kung Fu. So the young guy that plays the young Kane in Kung Fu was Mary's boyfriend in season 3 and kind of the beginning of season 4. And then he gets engaged, and then he goes off to college in Chicago, and he meets a new lady. So he goes, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, Mary, but I'm going to cancel our engagement and go with this girl. Mary's devastated, and this is before she goes blind. So then after all that crap happens, then she meets the love of her life at the blind school, and then she gets married. So, but it was kind of cool to see the young Kane in this, because I didn't know that he was double dipping. He was double dipping. He was on Kung Fu, and he was in Little House on the Prairie. So that's pretty cool. So Kane makes a cameo. So I'm about to start season 5 on this. There's 9 seasons of this, and then there's 3 seasons. There's 3 seasons of Kung Fu. So I started season 1, and then I was like, you know what? I have not. My mom bought me these, and I'm like, I'm kind of insulting my mom not watching these. So I'm like, let me finish this. Let me watch this. Because my mom said, give me a call and let me know what you think. And I said, well, I remember watching them with you and Dad and my brother. So I said, I'm sure I'm going to like it, Mom. I said, but I will give you a call and let you know whenever I'm done watching the whole thing. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to finish season 1 and then do season 2, season 3. And then I'm going to finish Airwolf season 4. There we are. All right, so Kane makes a cameo. Mary starts teaching. She gets married. And her husband's name is, what is it? I think it's Adam. Adam. Mary goes blind. Laura gets a little bit of a boyfriend. She starts liking boys. So Laura, because Laura's more of a tomboy, but she sees this guy at school and she's like, ooh, he looks handsome, you know. So Laura starts talking to boys. And then probably the big centerpiece is the railroads shut down all the farmers, so they can't like plow, and they can't like fight the railroads because the railroads have got more money. And they're like, look, you guys have to pick one. Either you guys are going to be farmers or you guys are going to work on the railroads. And then Charles Ingalls is like, well, that's not fair. Like, I want to be a farmer, but not everybody in our town wants to be a farmer. Some people want to go work on the railroads. And they're like, look, we're sick and tired of this bullshit. Either everyone works on the railroad or everyone's a farmer. So eventually they have to shut down Walnut Grove and everyone moves out of the town. And they move to a big city to try to work on the railroads, try to find other jobs, try to get more money. They eventually get sick of it and they're like, fuck the railroads. We're sick of all the noise. We like living in the country where it's nice and peaceful. We're going back to Walnut Grove and we'll do whatever it takes to revamp the town. So that's pretty much the centerpiece of the whole season 4. So revamping the town. And they basically say, hey, railroads, go fuck yourself. We're not closing our town down. Fuck you. So they say, fuck you to the railroad. Because the railroads, they're trying to be like bullies and shit. And they're like, no, you can't. You can't double dip. It's either come work on the railroads or all you guys are farmers. And they're like, no, like we can do whatever we want. It's called freedom of speech. Like we can live any way we want. So fuck you, you know. I'm going to give season 4. There was a lot of drama in season 4. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Yo, what's up, Alex? She says, hi, Fears Vlogs. What's up? Good to see you. Lantern says, well, howdy, Casey Batman. What's up, Batman? What's up, dude? All right. So, now let me do the top 10 episodes. Let me find season 4. All right, here we go. So, all right. So, top 10 episodes of season 4. The first one, I'm going to do The Handyman. The Handyman's a pretty good one to start off with. That was a pretty good episode, The Handyman. God, there's a glare on this. I can hardly read them. My Ellen. My Ellen was a good one. Walnut Grove Thief. Somebody's stealing a bunch of shit in Walnut Grove. So, the thief of Walnut Grove. The high cost of being right. High cost of being right. And then, let's see here. Let's see here. And then I got to put down the one where Mary goes blind, which is I'll be waving as you drive away. So that's a two-parter. I think that's the episode where she goes blind. So part 1, part 2 of I will be waving as you drive away. All right, I need 4 more. Let's see here. The Stranger is a pretty good one. The Stranger. The Most Precious Gift. That's a good one. And then The Inheritance is a good one. It's where Charles Ingalls, one of his uncles dies, and he thinks he's going to get a shitload of money, and something very bad happens. So The Inheritance is pretty good. Now that one's one of my favorites. And then let's see, what's another one? The Aftermath. And I think The Aftermath comes after once they find out Mary's blind. That's why they call it The Aftermath. I think that happens after that one. There we are. And I'm about halfway through season 5 because today I did a nice season 5 binge watch. I didn't finish it all, but before I finish it, I am fucking finishing this tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's happening. Anyway. There we are. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I will be right back. So, just go ahead and study Fears vlogs. We haven't seen it in a while. Made by the great Lord Visions, my buddy, my pal. That's right. Visions, I appreciate you making this for me. Now, I paid for this one. Visions gave me Fears Man 26 for free out of the kindness of his heart, and I appreciate that, my friend. But I paid for this one. But it came out quite nicely, I should say. That's Randall's drawing, and then that's Vision's drawing of the same one. So, hell yeah. I thought it came out quite nicely. All right, I'll be right back. right, I'm back. Ugh. There we go. Damn, Lantern, you're going fucking nuts in the chat. Holy shit. Damn. Lantern's going nuts. Vision says, yep, that's right, y'all. Damn. Let's see. Lantern is going fucking ballistic in that chat. Oh, Lord. All right, let's see. Where'd I leave off? Let's see. Lantern says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fart, damn, pew. Stink it up. Well, Lantern, I hate to disappoint. I only went number 1. Better spray. I did spray, Lantern. I always spray. Whether I go number 1 or number 2, I always spray. Always. Always. But, Lantern, I did not shit. Number 1. Let's see. He's taking another Crohn's dump. That's not true, Lantern. Number 1. And then Vision says, yep. That's right. Oh, I'm back, Lantern. I'm back. I am back. I am back, buddy. All right. So, time for the next topic. My Missouri plans. So, I've got a couple of plans, but I haven't got the whole trip planned out, but I'll write down what I've got so far. So, Missouri 2025 trip plans. All right. I'm going to take Enzo for a walk. So take Enzo. Enzo for a walk. Number 2, I'm going to take my mom out to dinner. So take my mom out to dinner. Then I'm going to take my brother and his wife and their new little baby boy, Shelton, out to dinner. And my mom. So take the whole family out for dinner. Take the whole family out to dinner. I'm going to finally meet my new nephew. Meet Shelton. Meet Shelton. You know what? I'm going to show you guys the new photo. Check these out. And then I'm going to turn off my phone because I know that idiot is going to call. That troll. But I will find... My mom sent me one photo of him in the Ghostbuster stuff. And then my brother sent me the other one. But he is adorable. He's so cute. Adorable. Adorable. I'm just going to wait till my phone turns on. Give me 1 second. He is adorable. All right, so my mom sent me this one. Here's him in the little Slimer outfit. Check this out. Check that out. He's cute. So cute. So I bought him that. Bukkake. And then, so my mom sent me that one. And then my brother sent me this one of him. I got him a black onesie. And it says, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Hell yeah. Check this one out. Look how adorable my nephew is. Hell yeah. I got him that one too. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Super cute. Super cute. I can't wait to meet the little guy. You got to start him young. You got to start him young on the Ghostbuster stuff. I'm going to be the coolest fucking uncle ever of all time. So I got him some Ghostbuster stuff. Hell yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right, now I'm going to turn off my phone because I don't want that idiot calling again. There we are. Let's see. Alex says, oh, he's adorable. Yes, he is. And then Elizabeth says, aw, he is cute. He's a cute little guy. He gets his good looks from his dad. He gets his good looks from Uncle Fears. Hell yeah. What a great smile he has. He does have a pretty kick-ass smile. And he's going to be in his very first vlog when I come to visit him. So I'm going to have the GoPro and be like, let me proudly introduce Shelton Fears. Hell yeah. That's quite an achievement. You know, he's going to be in his very first vlog. I'm excited. I can't wait. All right. Let's see, where did we leave off? Take Enzo for a walk. Take my mom. Take my mom out to dinner. I always do that. Take my whole family out to dinner. Meet Shelton. You guys know me like a book. I gotta hit up my two favorite stores. Go to Slackers and go to Vintage Stock. Get on those Blu-ray gems. So go to Slackers. Vision, since we're buddies, I don't know if you would like Slackers, but I know for a fact you'd like Vintage Stock because you like horror movies. They have so many, like they've got old school shit. They've got new. They got new shit. They got old records, vinyl records, 8-tracks in there. They've got VHS tapes. They've got DVDs. They got Blu-rays. They got 4Ks. They got new vinyl records. Really old vinyl records. They got new record players in there. They got old they got everything in there. It's fucking nuts. So I don't know, Visions, if you ever went, I don't know if you would like Slackers, because it's more nerd shit that I'm into. But I know for a fact, I 100% know that you would like vinyl. The Vintage Stock. Vintage Stock is more up your alley, buddy, but I like them both. Because anytime I go there, they have so many horror movies, so many Blu-ray gems. I found a couple of 4K in there that I like. It never disappoints. The only one that's ever disappointed, it's only been one time, was that Ski Patrol shit. Do you guys remember that? Hell, I would rather watch that Joystick movie. Remember Visions with all the insanely amount of nudity, and it was over the top humor in Joystick. But I would rather watch Joystick than that fucking Ski Patrol boring ass bullshit. That's the only Blu-ray gem ever that's ever disappointed from Vintage Stock. Everything else has been pretty good there. But don't ever watch Ski Patrol. It's fucking garbage. Terrible. It's fucking terrible. All right, so go to Slackers. Go to Vintage Stock. I'm going to hit up the Arch. Hit up the Arch. Again, hit up the Arch. That's always good footage. Hit up the Arch. Go to the Butterfly House again. That's always one of my favorite places. Go to the Butterfly House. I'm going to try to get to all this. Hang out with my buddy Eric. Hang out with Eric. Because he told me his nerd cave is done. He said, Fierce, I've had the nerd cave done for months. And I was like, yeah, but I said, that's a lot of shit. And he goes, I know it's a lot of shit. I said, well, yeah. I said, I didn't think you'd be done by the time I come and visit. He's like, Fierce, I had it done within 3 months. And I was like, really? I said, is it all carpeted? I said, is it all drywalled? And he goes, Fierce. He goes, me and my sister's husband, we both worked together on it. Because Eric is really good with his sister's husband. He goes, yeah. He goes, me and RJ, that's his name. He goes, me and RJ, we worked on it every day for like 3 or 4 months. He goes, we had it done like that. I was like, damn. I said, buddy, that's awesome. I said, I just didn't think you'd have it done by the time I came to visit. I said, I thought that would take you, 9 months to a year. He goes, yeah, Fears, that's what I thought. He goes, if I would have did it by myself, it probably would have took a year. He goes, but, my sister's husband offered to help me. I was like, there you go, buddy. So he's like, so it's all done, Fierce. So whenever you come over and we hang out, we'll be chilling in the nerd cave. And I was like, I can't wait, buddy. Now, I know Eric's pretty private. If he lets me film down there for you guys, I'll be astounded. If he doesn't, I'll try to get a photo. But he's pretty private. He doesn't like being on camera. Anything. So, yeah. Let's see, hang out with Eric. Let's see, number 10. Go visit my dad. Go visit Grandma and Grandpa Fears. That's always a must. Because now that my grandma's passed away, in her will, she wanted to be, obviously, she wanted to be laid with my grandfather. And my grandfather, he's been passed away for quite a long time. He died in 1993. I remember going to his funeral. That was a tough time, man. I think that was my very first funeral. I was 7 or 8 years old, somewhere around there. And I had never seen anyone die, so it was very... One, it was traumatic on a couple of reasons. One, I had never been to a funeral before, and I remember I was so little. I had this suit on with a bow tie, and because I guess my mom forgot to buy a tie, and all I had was a bow tie. So I had a little black bow tie, and I was in a suit, and I had never seen a dead body before, and it was so weird because I was like, well, that's my grandfather. I'm going to miss him a lot. And then they had, they always put the makeup on them to make them look normal. So I remember I looked up either at my grandma or my mom and I said, like, Grandpa Fears looks different. And my mom had to explain, well, yeah, like, he's passed away. Like, they had to put makeup on him. And I started crying. It was crazy, man. So since my grandma died a year ago, they dug up my grandfather's grave and they just laid my grandma's coffin on top of my grandfather's coffin, and then they had to put they didn't put a new headstone, they put a new, because they have to take it out, dig all the dirt up, put her down, then they have to make it flat again, and then they said in about a day or two we'll put the metal plate. My grandfather didn't want a tombstone. There's a metal plate that says, "Here lies John David Fears." So they had to remake the plate. So now it says, "Here lies John David Fears," and then my grandma's full name. So they put that in the last time I was there in last November. So it's always hard to go visit Grandma and Grandpa Fears and my dad. So I know it's going to be emotional as hell, but I miss them so much. You guys have no idea. Or maybe you guys do, because I talk a lot about my dad and my grandma and my grandpa, but I think it's good, because if you don't talk about them, then it's like they never existed, and I don't want my dad to be erased. I love him very much. I love my grandma and my grandpa very much, so I always go visit them. I always buy them the biggest amount of flowers I possibly can find. So, yeah. All right, so go visit Dad, go visit Grandma and Grandpa Fears. Let's see, number 12. Oh, Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. That's always a must. Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. With the bros. Let's see. Number 13. Always got to make a pit stop to St. Louis Strip Club, St. Louis Penthouse. Good times. I'm just joking. I'm not going to write that down. I'm just joking. Let's see here. Because it's always a cock tease. I'm so fucking sick of that. I'm sick of the bachelor life, man. When is Mrs. Fears going to come around? Where is she? I don't know. She's out there somewhere. I have no idea where. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, I got to hit up Emo's. Emo's Pizza, baby. Oh, yeah. And I'm just being honest. You guys know I can't lie. I'm going to be honest. It'll probably be at least 2 trips to Emo's. Because I only get to eat it once or twice a year. So it's a must. It has to happen. It has to. It has to happen. It sucks. Every time I go, they're either just starting, the St. Louis Blues, so they always start their practice games or their... I would love to go to an actual game, because I haven't been to a game in forever. So either when I come and visit my family, it's either their season is over, or they're just starting the season, and then I'll have to go back to work, and I can't see it. So when I'm in town, I'm going to get some I want to get some more St. Louis Blues stickers for the movie prop shelf. So get my home teams. Get some more merch. Get my home teams merch. Like I did last time. Let's see here. That's a good start. If I think of anything else, I'll write it in the book. But that's a good start. Let's see. Take Enzo for a walk. Actually, I'm going to write down take Enzo for many walks because I like to hang out with my buddy. He's my buddy. He's my pal. I love him a lot. Take Enzo for many walks. I got to get some footage of me and Enzo going for a walk in the vlog. Take my mom out to dinner. Take the whole family out to dinner. Meet Shelton. Go to Slackers. Go to Vintage Stock. Hit up the Arch. Go to the Butterfly House. Hang out with Eric in his nerd cave. Oh! / Eric got a new pinball machine. And he goes, Fears, I took your advice. I said, yeah. I said, why would you want to get electronic pinball? Crap, garbage. I said, if you're going to get a pinball machine for the fucking nerd cave, you got to get a vintage one. You got to get a classic one. Like with an actual pinball. Not an electronic ball. That's crap. You know? I said, get an actual pinball with an actual ball. That's why it's called fucking pinball. And I said, you got to get a Ghostbusters, Eric. I said, Ghostbusters or a Ninja Turtle one. I said, because you love Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters. I said, you love Ninja Turtles. I love Ninja Turtles. But I told him, I said, it's your nerd cave. I can't tell you what to get, Eric. But I said, I can offer suggestions. He goes, oh, Fierce, trust me. He goes, I've narrowed it down. He goes, I'm either going to get one of these 4. I said, well, tell me the 4 that you're thinking about getting. He goes, well, Fierce, you've got me into horror movies. Eric didn't used to be into horror movies. Now he is. He goes, I'm either going to get either a Jason Voorhees pinball machine, a Michael Myers one, a Ghostbuster one, or Ninja Turtles. And I was like, well, there you go. I'm like, that's 4 good choices. And I said, he goes, well, which one would you pick? I said, you know which one I would pick, buddy. And I said, it would either be Michael Myers or Ghostbusters. I said, or I would just save my money and just get both. But he's like, but Fierce, if you had to pick one, I said, probably Ghostbusters. I said, if it was my nerd cave. Eric did, in fact, pick a Ghostbuster pinball machine. And I was like, nice! You took my advice. So I'm going to write down, play his pinball machine. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Let's see here. Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. Go visit my dad. Go visit Grandma and Grandpa Fears. Emo's Pizza. 2 trips to Emo's, at least. At least 2 trips. And then get my home team's merch. And then number 15, play Eric's Ghostbuster pinball. Yeah, me and Eric are quite alike. He likes Ninja Turtles more than Ghostbusters, but he likes Ninja Turtles. I'm the opposite. When I was a kid, I liked Ninja Turtles. It was all right. Ninja Turtles, I'd probably give an 8 out of 10. But I was opposite. I loved the real Ghostbusters. I love anything Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters gets a 10 out of 10. Always. We're just different. That's why, different people like different things. But me and Eric have similarities. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Ninja Turtles. That's right. Let's see what else. That's a pretty good list. That's a pretty good list so far. What else? Oh, the Toy Man Toy Show. Absolutely. Toy Man Toy Show. That's if there's one there when I come. I'm pretty sure there's one in August and October. I have to figure out which one I want to go to. Toy Man Toy Show. What else? That's usually all the hot spots I hit. Let's see what else. Oh, me and Eric may hit up a concert. So, Eric and Fears concert. I don't know which one we're going to, but Eric was very excited. He's like, Fears. He's like, Fears, don't ask any question, Fears. He goes, you know I know more about music. I said, Eric, you know way more about music than I am. I said, I'm the fucking movie master. Visions, I gotta say, Visions and my buddy Eric are the fucking music masters. I like music. I appreciate music, but I like movies more, as you can tell. So Eric was like, Fears, no questions, let me buy the tickets. So I don't actually know what music concert we're going to, but apparently we're going. Unless, if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But Eric and Fears music concert, I gotta put that on the list. And I'm gonna stop right there because that's a pretty good list. So I got 17 things on the list. So, there we are. Bukaki says, oh wait, where'd I leave off? Alex says, your nephew has a great smile. He does. He's a happy camper. Lantern says, oh, look, a mod wrench again. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, but Lantern, you gave yourself that mod wrench. There's only one mod, and it's me. But if you like your fake wrenches, have at it. These wrenches are lit. They're going pretty nuts, Lantern. I gotta say, they're going pretty nuts. Bukaki says, Fears, do you believe in aliens? To a certain point, Bukaki. I mean, I always believe there's got to be something out there in the universe. The universe is quite big. And there's got to be more to... There's only like, on Earth, there's 3 types of life. There's animals, there's plants, because plants are living. Plants, animals, and humans. You know, there's got to be something else alive out in the universe, because the universe is quite big. It's a galaxy, and then another galaxy, and another galaxy, and another galaxy, and another galaxy. And does it go on forever? I have no idea. Because humans have only been able to explore space and the universe in limited capacities. But there's got to be something out there. Now, what's out there? I have no idea. But so to a certain point, I believe in aliens, Bukaki. And then all that Area 51 bullshit. Oh, it doesn't exist. The government must think we're fucking morons. I'm like, you're an idiot. Me and Eric have drove right past it. I took a photo about 100 to 200 yards away saying, government installation building, top secret project, blah, blah, blah. I have that photo somewhere, and I'm all like that. Because that's as close as we could get to it. Because if you got any closer, there was like a sign that said, we'll arrest you on sight, we'll may shoot you on sight. And I was like, I don't really want somebody putting a bullet in Fears' ass. I've drove right past it because Area 51's here, and then we were on this highway, like way over here, going to Nevada. I mean, going to Las Vegas, Bukaki. So I'm like, you cannot put it on a map. Like, oh no, it doesn't exist. Look, it's not on the map. I don't care if it's not on the map. I've fucking seen it. Millions of people have seen it from that fucking highway that me and Eric were on. So, why all the secrecy? There's got to be something in there, Bukaki. Like, so what? Wow, military aircrafts. I've seen military aircrafts, come out of my fucking ear. You can't tell me that all that secrecy has to do with military aircrafts. Get the hell out of here. That's probably their cover, Bukaki. I almost guarantee you they're probably working on both. Yeah, you can work on military aircraft, secret military aircraft, but I guarantee you they probably have something of alien activity in that fucking building. Either alien remains or parts of an alien ship or both. Something. Because if it was that top secret, it would be something like that, you know? Plus, I understand. It's too much of a coincidence. Like, oh, it's a down weather balloon now. Well, guess what? 2 days ago, it wasn't a weather balloon. Someone printed in the paper in 1940. Oh, an alien spacecraft crashed in some farmer's land in Roswell, New Mexico. Everyone was like, right on, cool. The government was like, oh shit, I don't know if people in the 1940s will be able to handle that. 2 days later, oh no, we made a mistake. It's a down weather balloon. My ass, it's a down weather balloon. They knew that they had made a humongous mistake. So they're like, oh shit, we better fucking change it. So, I mean, this is an old conversation, Bukaki, because I'm sure everybody in the chat has had this conversation in their head. There's something in there. We just don't know what. And Fears and you guys they'll probably never say what's in that building. If they do, that would be amazing. But I doubt it. I doubt they'll ever mention it in my lifetime. Maybe in my nephew's lifetime, because my nephew is only 2 months old and he's got a long life. But probably not in my lifetime. So that's how I would answer that question, Mr. Bukaki. Let's see. Mr. Delano says, hey, Bukaki, here's a wrench. And he says, wow, thanks, Lantern. Get those fake wrenches in the chat. Hell yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see. What do we have next? Let's see here. Oh, time for the deep questions. All right, here we go. Well, let me look some up. Oh, wow. That is an interesting question, Visions. He says, hey, Fears, what if Mrs. Fears was in there? That'd be awesome. I'd be like, yo, Mrs. Fears, where you been all my life? Get on over here. You know? That'd be cool. A hot, half British, half American scientist, Visions. Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. That'd be sweet. Good question, Visions. Good question. All right. I didn't have any questions prepared, so I'm just going to write on Google. Give me some deep questions, and there we are. Hell yeah, Visions. I'll take a hot, sexy scientist, half British, half American. Or what if she was full British? I would love to meet a British lady, kind of like how my dad did. You know? I wouldn't mind dating a British lady. Hello, Fears. Well, hello. How are you? Oh, I'm doing good. You know? You want to have sex, Fears? Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. There you go. All right, let's see. Let's do some scientific, sci-fi deep questions. Since Bukaki brought it up, sci-fi deep questions. Here we go. And I will answer as many as I can. So let me find some. Let's see here. Oh, I like this one. Deep questions to ask your future self. Ooh. That's good. Let's do that one. I'll do sci-fi next time. Deep questions for your future self. So whenever Fears is 90, when Fears is 90, I'll be asking. I'll be asking these questions. That sounds good to me. Let me catch up. Oh, there you go. Laren says, "Hey Visions, this wrench is for you." And then Vision says, "Thanks. I'll do you proud." There you are. I appreciate that. That's awesome, Lantern. Bukaki says, what about a half-British, half-alien woman? I'll be honest, Bukaki. As much as I love Star Trek, like on Star Trek, like Captain James Kirk, he's always making out with like hot aliens and shit. And then Tom Paris off of Voyager, he gets with a half female, half Klingon woman. I don't know. It would weird me out too much to date an alien. Because I'd be like, that's a fucking alien from another planet. I don't know if I could do it. You know? I don't know if I could do it, Bukaki. Let's see. Bukaki says, maybe Janet is actually a genius, alien hybrid. Oh, shit. Out of respect for the Lantern, Bukaki, I'm not going to finish that statement. I don't make fun of anyone's lady friends. All right. Let's start with these deep questions. So, here we go. So, the ones that I found were deep questions to ask your old future self. So, old future self, deep questions. All right, let's see here. Number one, looking back, what advice would you give your younger self today? I've gotten better at listening. Control that temper. Number one, control that temper. Either control that temper or don't be so hard on yourself, Fears, because I take myself way too... Oh, you know what? I'm going to write that down. Don't take yourself so seriously. Because sometimes I goof off, and I like goofing off, and I like, cracking jokes and shit. But sometimes, Visions, this is true. Sometimes I take myself way too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. So both of those. All right, number two. What new skills or knowledge have you acquired and how have you enriched your life? Let's see. I guess this is my younger self asking my older self. Well, hopefully I would be married by then and I have children. So hopefully married by the time I'm super old. Hopefully married with children. Hopefully. But you know what? Even if it doesn't happen, I know I'm going to be a kick-ass uncle, and I'm honored to be an uncle, and it's awesome being an uncle so far. So yeah. All right, number three. What do you think will be the most that changes about you over time? Hopefully my temper. Hopefully my temper. Because usually Fears is happy-go-lucky Fears, but you guys have seen it. When Fears gets mad, oh, I get mad. Oh, man. But usually 9 times out of 10, I'm happy-go-lucky Fears. All right. Number 4. In what ways have you stepped out of your comfort zone and done new things? I definitely have went out more. I went out more to try and find a lady. I've went out and done more activities. So, because I sometimes I like being a homebody. Sometimes I don't. So, went out more. Done more things. More new things. All right, number 5. Let's see here. Getting older, what things have you done independently? The best. I'd say my job. All right. And then, let's see, number 6. How have you contributed to the community over the years? Oh, that's easy. Given blood. Thanksgiving community food drive. The Christmas toy for tots. I always love doing those. So giving underprivileged kids toys. So giving kids toys at Christmas. I always get a kick out of it because then I feel kind of like Santa Claus. You know, it sucks that they have those charities. I wish those charities wouldn't exist. Every person should have enough food for their family on Thanksgiving, and every kid should get at least one toy on Christmas, you know. I know it's about Jesus' birthday, but I had a lot of good Christmases growing up, and whenever a kid doesn't get a toy or his favorite toy, you know, they get bummed out. So I try to help out where I can. So let's see. I've donated books and old movies to my library. Whenever I get done, if I don't want it anymore, I either give it to my library or I give it to Goodwill. So given books and movies to Goodwill and my library. Hell, I just took a whole bunch of fucking clothes that I don't want anymore to Goodwill. I had a whole fucking trash bag filled. Probably this weekend I'm going to get rid of some more clothes. So yeah. Alright, see, number 7. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Over the years, what passions or hobbies have you pursued? Oh, that's easy. Editing my videos. Live streams. Reading. Traveling. I've traveled a lot. Travel. I do swim a lot. Swimming. It's too cold right now to swim and plus they had all my apartments pools. They've been closed for like a week or two. They're either cleaning them or they're down for maintenance or both. But I just got an email yesterday saying that all the pools are open. So whenever it gets a little bit warmer, probably at the end of this month or in June, that's when Fears likes to swim because it's really hot in June, July, and August here in Florida. So I cannot wait to hit the pool side, work on my tan, hit the hot tub, and hit the pool and go swimming. So swimming. All right, number 8. Let's see here. How do you balance work, personal life, and leisure time? The best way to describe that is I dedicate a certain amount of hours. So a certain amount of hours to work, my work schedule, and then a certain amount of hours for sleep, a certain amount of hours for live streaming and editing, and then movie time. So I would say time limits for certain parts of my life. And I ran out. I put 1 through 6 there and 6, 7, and 8 right there. So I'm going to say to be continued with an arrow on the next page. So now we're on number 9. So number 9. Let me catch up with the chat here. Hey Fears, a scientist asked people to guess what movie alien would likely really exist out there. Want to guess what he said? I have no idea. Alex, you tell me. That would suck. I love Alien, and I love the whole Alien series. It's right up. A lot of my sci-fi is right there, and Alien is right. Most of this, not here. These movies I still have to watch, but from here over is all my sci-fi movies, and Alien vs. Predator is here. Alien vs. Predator 2 is here. And the whole Alien franchise is right there. So I like the movies. But if Alien really did exist, that would fucking suck, because you know how fucking terrifying that alien is? It likes to consume, the alien in Alien, it likes to consume people, lay their eggs inside people's bodies, use them to harvest their eggs, and it's like a dominating alien race that doesn't give a shit about the human race, kills everything in its path. So if Alien from Alien movies really existed, Alex, it would suck. It would suck majorly. Because that is one evil. It's one evil alien. And it would suck. It'd be like, well, I don't give a shit about the human race. I'm going to kill all you humans and lay eggs in your body. And all that other bullshit, you know. That would suck. So yeah, let's see. Bo Seamus says, Fears had a trash bag full of military aircraft which flew out of his ear, and he donated to Goodwill. I don't know what the hell you're on about, Bo Seamus, but that's not true. I said I had a trash bag full of clothes that I didn't want. So I don't know what the hell you're on about. I think Bo Seamus is on acid. So Alex says The Blob. Really? They think a blob is out there? I highly doubt that, Alex. Hey Fears, a scientist asked people to guess what movie alien would likely really exist out there. I doubt it, Alex. I think there's more intelligent life out there than a blob of goo. You know, I'm just saying. But that's interesting. Yo, what's up, Matthew? He says, you coming back to St. Louis? I am, Matthew. Good to see you. I haven't seen Matthew in the chat in forever. Matthew, I'm going to try to come home. It's going to be one of these two dates, Matthew. I'm either going to come in August, and there's a Toy Man show in August, and then I think there's a Toy Man show in October. So it's either August or October around my birthday. So, and Alex, I hung out with you last time. I hung out with you, and I hung out with Chicken Wizard at the Toy Man show. So I've met now, I'm sorry, not Alex. I'm getting tired. Not Alex, excuse me. Matthew. I didn't mean to call you Alex, Matthew. I was just answering Alex's question. My bad. Now I've met Matthew and Chicken Wizard. They used to be fans, but now they're fans and friends. So Matthew, I've met you from the Toy Man show. You're a great guy. You've been in the vlog a couple of times. And if you guys remember, Matthew, he's the tall guy with the glasses, and he gave Fears not one VHS tape, but two. Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2. I still have them, Matthew. They're in my collection. They're in my Missouri collection, because now that I live out here, I've got a Florida nerd collection, and then in Missouri, I've got my original nerd collection. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I got to hang out with you, Matthew, and I got to hang out with Chicken Wizard. Chicken Wizard bought me lunch last time. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah. Let's see. Did you see the Super Mario Brothers 40 anniversary DVD? Which one? Which one? The live action one, Matthew? Yeah, I've got that one. Hang on. Where is it? That would be in sci-fi, so it's right... Oh, hey, Vision! Right here. Rotor. I put Rotor right there. Rotor. And then I had to rebuy Rotor because that one didn't work, so the other Rotor is right here. So this Rotor works. The other one doesn't, but I kept both of them. So Mario is right here. Right here. And look, from here down, that is a shitload of... So here's the description. From here, Matthew, down is nothing but bonus features. Oh, it was so worth the money. It was fucking great. So yes, I have seen the 40th anniversary run, and here it is, and it's got a shitload of bonus features, and it was fucking great. It was pretty great. It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But yes, I am, to answer your question, I am coming back. Yeah, what's up, Larry? What up, dude? And then Matthew says, yeah, one time I think. Oh, no, Matthew. You've been in the vlog. The first time you gave me the VHS, that's one. Then remember when the fan painted the Fears Man painting? Before I left, I showed you it. You made a cameo there, so that's number 2. And then the third one was in November. I think you were in there. I think you were in the last November when me and my mom threw my brother a wedding reception party. I went to the Toy Man, and I've already uploaded the Toy Man. I think you were in that one too. I think you were in that one. I'm pretty damn sure. But yeah. So you've been in the vlog 3 times. Chicken Wizard has been in, I think he's been in 4 times. Because I met Chicken Wizard, I think, before you, Matthew. Because I remember, you're very tall, you've got glasses, you're very skinny. But I remember you. I do remember you. So, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. Let's see. Matthew said, I just found some more weird VHS at Goodwill. Oh, really? Which ones you got? Which ones did you get? Well, Visions just told me that he got a... did you buy it, Visions? Oh, no, you didn't buy it. You said you saw it. Matthew, he just got... well, he didn't buy it. He saw it. He got Thunder Run. He saw it, but he said, Fears, I didn't buy it because it had mold on it. And I was like, Visions, you should have bought it. Because I've been wanting a VHS tape of Thunder Run forever to put on the shelf. You should have got it, Visions. So, yeah. What's up, Larry? I don't remember that part. I'm pretty sure, Matthew, that you're in that Toy Man show vlog from last November. I'm pretty damn sure. If I'm wrong, I may have to rewatch it. If I'm wrong, then I'll apologize. But I think you're in there. I know you're in all the other cameos, but I don't know about that one. But yeah. So yeah. You do. You look a little bit like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo because you got the hair that comes down to about here. You're just Shaggy with glasses. I mean, are you wearing contacts now? Because the last time we hung out, you still had your glasses. So, yeah. Matthew said, I found 3 episodes of Dragonflies. Oh, wow, that is old, man. I haven't seen Dragonflies in forever. Damn. I don't even remember. It's been that long. I don't even remember what it's about. I remember watching it as a kid, Dragonflies, but whew, that's a long-ass time ago, my friend. Damn. That is an old find. Wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. Very interesting, my friend. All right, let's get back to the questions. Let's see. Which one was I on? I was on number 9. Let's see. Where did I lose my spot? What risks have you taken? Did they pan out over the years? I'm going to say some risks did pan out, and some didn't. That's the best way to answer that. Let's see, number 10. What relationships over the years have been the most meaningful to you? Definitely friends and family. Friends and family relationships. And the fans. And the fans. You guys know I would never leave you hanging. And the fans. Let's see, number 11. How have you managed over the years to maintain your mental and physical health? By exercising. And I do meditate sometimes. So, meditation. Church. Church is a good one. Church, meditation. and fitness, exercise. And let's see, number 12, the last question. When you are 90 years old, what do you think will be the best memory? That I'm still alive at 90. That I am still alive at 90 with good friends and family. I hope I make it to 90. At least 90, hopefully. There we are. That was good. Another edition of Deep Questions, my friends. And that's all that Fears has for today, my friends. So I got to every single topic. I reviewed Little House Season 4. I did my top 10 episodes of Season 4. I wrote down my Missouri plans. If I have any more, I'm going to write some more down. But I have like 17 things on the list. And I asked some deep questions of my older self. So there we are. That was pretty fun. That was pretty cool. Let's see here. Matthew says the surface world is mostly uninhabitable, with the exception of animals which have adapted to the environment. The surviving human population lives in the floating city. Wow. Okay. Larry says, is Danny D streaming or me, Lantern? I don't know. Well, Larry, I offered, but I ran out of stream time, and it says I won't get any stream time until it's either May 27th or May 28th. So Lantern told me there may not be a show tonight. So, because he's still suspended. So, I don't know. There may be a show if Lantern asks you, Larry, to host. So I may see you guys later on. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to make something to eat. I'm going to edit a little while. I told Lantern I would go a little longer because I don't know if he's going to have a show tonight. But yeah. I hope he does. But yeah. Larry, if I'm being honest, I would rather you host because if you guys remember, Danny D did not let anyone on except for Danny D and Lantern. So it really wasn't a full show, Because me and Danny D, even though I unblocked him, me and him don't get along. He's always like a miserable guy. He always says a lot of terrible things. I think him and Quentin are like relatives. I think they're like blood brothers or something. Because Quentin never says anything nice. He hates me. I hate Quentin. I don't hate Danny D. I just wish he'd be more of a positive person. I don't hate Danny D. I don't like him, though. But, yeah. Larry says, oh, Lantern is having a show. Is he? Good. Good. Well, let me call him and ask him who's hosting. Let me call Lantern and ask him. And then I'll probably end my show because I'm getting hungry. And I want to take a shower. And then I'm going to edit for a little while. While I'm editing, I'll probably be listening to the Lantern's show. And then later on, I'll probably come on for a little bit. So let me call Lantern. Well, that's good. That's good that that somebody's hosting. Yo, Lantern. Lantern. Hello. Lantern? Turn on your mic, Lantern. Hello? Lantern's mic's not working. Let me try it again. Yo!
Yo.
Now I can hear you. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, not much.
What happened to your mic? Was your mic not working?
Yeah, I'm muted on my laptop.
Oh, I got you. Hey, no worries, buddy. Hey, so Larry said you're going live. Who's hosting? Is Larry hosting?
I think he is. I'm not sure.
Okay. He is? Okay. I was just curious because I remember we talked this morning and you were like, I don't know if I'm going to have a show. And I was like, I'm sure someone will host. Lantern, I wish
Yeah.
I wish I offered to host. I wish I could host, but I don't have any stream time. And remember last time we had you, me, Larry, Visions on like we had a call. We had a call,
Yeah.
so you could hear everyone's voices. And then we did that early morning one where it was you, me, Larry, Visions, Randall came on, and then after that one we went for so long I ran out of stream time, buddy.
Yeah.
So if you ever get suspended again, I definitely will host again. I just can't host right now because I'm currently out of stream time. They say I should get some stream time. It's either May 27th or May 28th. So if you get suspended again in a week or two, you let me know and I'll host. But so you said Larry's hosting, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I'm gonna edit for a little while, and then I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some food, and then I'll be in there later. All right. Cool. Well, that's awesome, buddy. Be sure to thank Larry for hosting.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, what did you think of my show tonight?
It was good.
It was pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Lantern.
Damn.
Pew.
Pew. Yeah.
Ha ha ha. There you go, Lantern. Hey, Lantern. So you definitely 100% liked Vision's meme, the Little House on the Prairie meme. You like that one?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show, Lantern? So did you watch it with your mom and your dad, or did you just watch it?
Me, my mom and dad, you get to watch it.
Yeah, so did me. I used to watch it with my mom, my dad, my brother. Sometimes my grandma would watch it with us, but it's a pretty good show. It won a bunch of Emmys. But yeah. So, yeah, Visions made you Mary Ingalls, and then, since I'm short, he made me Laura Ingalls. I thought it was funny, Lantern. I got a giggle out of it.
Yeah.
But, Lantern, have you ever seen the one that Visions made me as Captain Kirk? That one's my favorite. Have you ever seen that one? You've seen that meme? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he made Randall Mr. Spock, or I should say he made Randall Mr. Lantern, Mr. Spock, and then I was Captain James T. Fears. Hell yeah. I loved it. I'll be honest, if they ever asked me to play Star Trek, Lantern, if you could be on Star Trek, what character would you want to play? Would you want to play a science officer? Would you want to play a scientist? Would you want to play a commander? Would you want to be in sick bay? Where would you want to be?
Probably the commander, I think.
You want to be a commander?
Yeah.
That's cool, Lantern. I would either want to play the captain, or I would love to play, like, an alien race. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, like, on Star Trek they have alien officers, like Mr. Spock, or, like, Data was an android, and then, Worf. Worf was a Klingon.
Yeah.
I would want to play some type of officer that was like an alien. I think that would be badass, you know what I'm saying? Because anyone can play a human, you know? Anyone could play a human, but I would rather be a Starfleet officer / an alien. That would be so much more fun to do.
Yeah.
Like a Klingon, like Worf would be cool, or like an Andorian would be sweet. Like an Andorian's all blue with like the tentacles and shit, you know? Just some type of officer that was an alien, you know what I'm saying? I think that would be 10 times more fun than playing a human officer. That's just me. So you said you'd want to play a commander. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. I could see that. I could see that, Lantern. Commander Belly Buttons.
Yeah.
That should be your name, Lantern. Commander Belly Buttons.
Yeah.
Or Commander Lantern.
Yeah.
Or what sounds better? So Chad, out of these three, out of these three, what sounds better? Commander Belly Button, Commander Lantern, or Commander Chad? What do you think? Which one?
Commander Chad.
You like that one the best?
Yeah.
Commander Chad?
Yeah.
You could probably roll with that. That'd be cool. All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to end my stream, but I'll see you later on tonight on the Larry Lantern Show.
Okay.
Hell yeah. All right. I'll see you later. Shunk!
Shunk!
Shunk. I love that shit. That was actually pretty funny. That made me laugh. Shunk. There it is. All right, well, looks like Lantern is having a show tonight. There it is. Awesome. Unless Larry wusses out, you son of a bitch. I'm just joking, Larry. I'm sure Larry will be a fantastic host. He's hosted many times. So there you are. Well, Fierce is going to skedaddle because I need to get a shower. I'm going to eat. And I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I don't know. What is Fierce craving? I don't know. I'll think of something. And then I'm going to edit for a little while. And then I'll be on the Lantern show later on tonight. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. It was a fun show. A lot of topics. And the most important topic, yes, I am still alive. So Visions, I'm still alive. So spread the word. Spread the word. I'm alive. I'm well, and I'm kicking. That's right. And I promise I will finish that movie. I will finish that movie in this century. Visions is like, well, thank God for that, Fierce. Thank God. Alex says bye, Fierce. Peace. All right, you guys. Fierce loves you guys. Fierce cares about you guys. And a big vlog is coming very soon. A big vlog. So it's going to be worth the wait. You guys are going to love it. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy, Mr. Lantern, on YouTube. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Werecamp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Batman 1985 in the chat on YouTube. Follow Walter White on YouTube. Follow Matthew, my friend from the Toy Man Toy Show. Very tall, skinny guy with glasses. Follow Matthew. Follow motherfucking Larry Tate 26, motherfuckers. And last, but certainly not least, follow Fears. The host with the most. FearsMan26 is the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you.